Hello students, welcome back to your computer class. So in today's class we are going to see the basic screen elements of your Scratch window. So in the last class we learned about your Scratch software and for what it is used. We learned how to open the software. So in today's class we are going to see the basic screen elements of your Scratch window. So already I have kept my window open on my desktop. So the first thing is you're going to learn about the stage. So this is called as a stage where my mouse pointer is pointing, and this white space is called as a stage. In this, it is an area where you see your stories, animations, musics and arts in action. So all this you can see only on the stage. The object that perform action on the stage is called as sprite. So this object which is used to perform the action, whether the moving or rotating or dancing, so this object only does all that action. So this is called as a sprite. So the first thing you have to learn about this button. This is called as a presentation mode. So to present the project on the full screen, if you click this, you get the full screen window on your desktop. And if you click back the same button, it becomes normal window. And this is the stop button, where when your sprite is playing, you can use this button to stop your work, right? And next is your block palette. So this is called as your block palette, where the instructions are given to the sprite with the help of a blocks. So using this blocks only we give instruction for this your sprite. What this sprite has to do with this only we are going to decide. So block palette allow you to drag and drop. So this block palette allows you, so below block palette you can see a blue color, so many blocks are there. So using this you can drag and drop it on your script area. So it allows you to copy and paste or drag and drop on the script area. Next is your script area. So this is your script area where the blocks are dragged from the block palette and placed on this script area. And you have zoom in and zoom out button, where at the bottom of your script area it allows you to zoom in and zoom out the blocks in big format. Just see, I'm going to drag my first block, keep pressing on my mouse button and drag it and drop it here. And now if I want to make it bigger, you can see that I can make this much bigger and I can see, and I can bring back to my normal size. That is what your zoom in and zoom out. And next is your sprites pan. So the sprite pan contains a timeline view of all sprites. Every time you open Scratch, it begins with a sprite. So whenever you open a Scratch software, always this sprite will be default sprite kept on your stage. A new sprite can be added by clicking on the following things. So if you don't want this cat, you can add a new sprites following the options given below. So using this you can choose from the library of a computer of your Scratch software. And the second option is your paint. This you can paint your own sprites if required. And this is your upload from your computer. If you download it from internet, from there you can able to add a sprite to the stage. And the last option is your camera. You can click a photo of yourself and you can make that photo as a sprite on the stage. So these are the four options you can change your sprite on the stage. And next is your sprite info pan. The sprite info pan, to see that below the stage you can see this sprite info area, where on the sprite you can see one I button, right? So click on that I button, you get the sprite info pan open. So in this you have so many options. That is the sprite name. You can change the sprite name to any name you want, like cat. So this is a cat, so I kept the name as cat. If it is a dog, I will name it as a dog. And this is your x0 and y0 is the directions. You can this is the position of your sprite, where the sprite is pointed, so that position will be numbered here. And this is for rotating your sprite. You can rotate or you can change the direction of the sprite to whichever direction you want. And next is you can drag and drop the player and you can show on the screen. So these are the buttons given in your sprite info pan. And next is your toolbar. So toolbar is present on the title bar here. So you have four options on the toolbar. First is your duplicate. So this duplicate is to make a same copy of your sprite again on the stage, and this is to cut and remove the sprite from the stage, and this is to grow your sprite and to shrink your sprite. The first one is your duplicate. So click on it, your mouse pointer changes to the duplicate symbol, come on the sprite and click one time and drag it and drop so that the same sprite is came again. If you want the new sprite to be added, I'll use this option and I'll have this girl as a sprite. Now I will make a duplicate of the girl again. So the duplicate is done when you click on that itself. So you can see a duplicate of the girl again came. So now the next is to delete. So if I don't want one cat on the sprite, I'll just click on this cat option, that's delete, and your mouse pointer is changed to the scissor mark, and which sprite you don't want, keep the mouse pointer on that and press your left button one time, so your sprite got deleted. And this is to grow, and you can click that and come on the sprite of the stage, and you can keep pressing your left button one by one, click on that so it becomes bigger. And if you want to shrink, click that and make it smaller by pressing left button one by one. Keep clicking one after the other so that you can see that the sprite is shrinked. So these are the tools present on your toolbar. And next is your block palettes. So there are 10 categories of blocks in a block palette. So you can see on block palette there are 10 categories, and you have more option as well. So here you can see 10 blocks. So motion block, look, and you have sound block, pen block, data block, event block, control block, sensing block, operation block, and more blocks. So these are the 10 blocks available on your Scratch program. In this, we are going to concentrate only on the three blocks, that is we are going to see only three blocks. We are going to concentrate on only three blocks, that is your motion block, pen block, and sound block. So these are the three blocks we are going to see: motion, sound, and pen. So first thing is, so let's learn about the blocks present in your motion block. So first we click on the motion block, it is in blue color. So there are so many blocks under that you can see. That is your move 10 step. If you are using this, your sprite will move 10 step, and this is to turn 15 degree to your right, and this is to left 15 degree. Your sprite will turn to that directions, and this is to point 90 degree. It will get pointed and point towards mouse pointer. So wherever your mouse pointer is turning, your sprite will point in that direction. And set go x value and y value. So using your mouse pointer on the stage, you can observe below the stage x and y value will be keep changing. So if you place your mouse pointer, and you can find x value as 32 and y value as 49, and the same number if you type it here, so your sprite will go to that place where your mouse pointer is kept. So you have like that many blocks. You can use all those blocks for your sprite, each sprite separately. And next is your pen block. So in pen block, you have clear, stamp, pen down, pen up, set pen color to, and change pen color to, and set pen color size as well. So these are the blocks we'll use most of the time, and you can make your sprite to write on the stage using your pen block. And next is your sound block. So sound block is that it has the blocks that are used to control the sprite sound, and you can give a sounds for your sprite, like the girl is talking and the cat is shouting, like that you can make a noise for the sprites using the sound block. And you can see that play sound mew and play sound mew until done. So you have many options, you can use those blocks for your sprite. So these are the three blocks we are going to see in this lesson. Hope you are clear with today's topic, that is screen elements and about the three blocks. On Thursday's class, we'll learn with an example of your Scratch software program.